very onset, allow me to first apologize because my voice is hoarse. I got a cold. I was wondering how I would speak in this event, but I had to encourage myself and take some tablets so that I can be with you. To the chief guest, Professor Laban, whom we deeply admire for what the journey you have walked from Moi University to your current assignment. Thank you very much for the good words you've spoken to us. Dr. Monga, founder, Equity, who is like my father, I treasure and appreciate you. Thank you always for acknowledging what my dad did in your life. Maybe because of such, God bless my dad with children like me, so that he can know what he did in Mr. Munga's life was not in vain. Though my dad did not go to school himself, he only went up to maybe class 2. But he's a man I deeply admire. He's worked so hard and made sure all his children have gone to school. Mrs. J here, Principal, Kahuhia Girls, thank you so much. Our area MP, whom we love so much, Honorable Didi Nyoro. You have one of the best MPs. Can you clap for him? He is a lover. He is a lover of education, and he's done an incredible job in Kiharo constituency. You have seen the beautiful schools, and he also did a good job as the chair of the budget committee, the board chair, the chair of the Parents Association, the teachers, the parents, the non-teaching staffs, and students, all invited guests. Good afternoon. God is good all the time. I also want to acknowledge a few guests I came in with. Our MCA, nominated MCA, Susan Durango from Kirinyaga, mpigie makofi. She's holding a leadership position. I came in with Grace, Mombi, Petra. I came in with Pastor Martin. I don't know where they are. I did not want to show up in my old school alone. I had to come and show I have a team and I work with a team. Wapigie makofi tena. I am so delighted that Mr. Jenga insisted I had to be there together with the Alumni Association. Waiverero advocate, who is my senior. We have a pecking order in the advocate's role. The one who gets admitted first becomes your senior. So she is my senior, and Mr. Jenga is my junior, happily so. So at least I have one junior in this venue. I am delighted to be, so delighted to be back to my school again. You look so beautiful, beautiful girls. Can you turn to your neighbor and affirm them and tell them how beautiful they look? Just the way we used to dress. You know, we came to this school and we wore the same uniform you were wearing. I was a student here from 1986 to 1989. I'm not a fossil, don't calculate my age. I wore the same uniform you say you were wearing, but it did not have this beautiful label for Kahuhia Girls. So I can see an improvement in that uniform. At the time when I was using this uniform, I didn't like it actually in principle. I didn't like green. But today, green is my best color, because I discovered the emerald green, the beautiful green you are wearing, was being used in the catwalks in New York. So I said, you mean green is good after all? And it's the color of nature. So it turned out to be one of the good colors, and I have enjoyed it together with the yellow. I have a history with the yellow color. You know, I was the Secretary General of the UDA, and we used the yellow color. And I was the first woman Secretary General in Republic of Kenya. Yet, I was an old school in this school. I was raised in the village. I walked to school without shoes. I came to school not speaking English when I came to Kahuhia Girls. I could not express myself properly in English language. And I always make this joke with my friends that I am among the students in Kenya who are instructed on how to speak English using Kikuyu language. We used to be told, cat nenyau, dog newe neke. We used to be instructed English in Kikuyu language. And yet today, by the grace of God, I went on. I had the basic education from Kahuhia Girls in the high school, Kanyanyaini Primary School. I proceeded on to University of Nairobi by the grace of God, and passed a Bachelor of Laws, and proceeded on to University of London for my Masters in Law. And I have also done other qualifications from San Remo International Institute of Humanitarian Studies, Kenya School of Law, among other colleges and certifications that I have been given. So what started as just an invisible village girl, what I started as an invisible village girl turned me into somebody who could eventually speak the English in spite of the accent at international platforms and doing consultancies with the UN. So even before I became a senator, I was still doing my legal practice and able to consult with organizations like the UN. I only tell that story with a great humility so that you can know you can become what you would love to become in your life. Your dream can come true. And don't lose your dream, ladies. Girls, don't accept to lose your dream midway. Don't accept relationships that will distract you from losing your dream. You know, if you choose to have a relationship today with a boy, you get distracted, you get pregnant, your dream will be sabotaged. Can you turn to your neighbor and say, don't sabotage your dream? There will be a time when it will happen that it is us who will even be pushing you to get married. But before you are fully qualified here, you've gone to university or to a college, gotten your qualifications, don't try that business of babies too early in your life. You'll struggle too much. And women who have had that, some have gotten out of that quagmire, but with a lot of struggle. And some have fallen into very bad relationships, which have even taken them down to the grave. Don't accept that. Don't shortchange yourself. Work hard. Look at your dream. Own it. Work very hard for it. When you get discouraged, don't give up on your dream. Let everyone else around you give up on their dream, but don't be the one to give up on your dream. Whatever you can dream to become, you can actually become. At one point during my career, I was heading the Secretariat for Women in the Maritime Sector in East and Southern Africa. And I want to encourage you, girls who can do STEM subjects, take them up. Go into new fields like mining. Go into new fields like maritime courses. Be out in the sea. Be the one who is our captain, Elizabeth Marami, the first woman to steer a vessel from Republic of Kenya, now celebrated internationally for becoming a captain of a very huge vessel. Be that girl who takes up engineering, who takes up unusual professions which are male-dominated, so that when I come back here, we will be awarding very unique careers principle. We will be awarding girls who have ascended to high levels in science subjects. That's why I became very uncomfortable when it sounded as though mathematics was being removed from one of the basic compulsory subjects. I was not too good in mathematics, but I scored a B-. I could have done better if I had worked a little hard. But don't accept to leave the mathematics behind. Go for it, because there are fewer women in that category, and you will find yourself spearheading one of the biggest entities or research firms as you continue to study. I know Principal will call us for a motivation day, but let me say I am very inspired to see the young, beautiful girls being with joy and hope for a bright future in days to come. And because today we have recognized the good performance as one of the ways of encouraging you and telling you to keep going higher, I just want to say this finally as I wind down. Education moves you from down there in the village and says you can now take your address in Paris. Can you ask your neighbor, where do they intend to settle? I know all these girls want to go international. Do you have a dream? What do you want to become? Let me see the doctors. Are they there? Engineers? That is, education is your equalizer. I am pleased to note that you have transitioned 78% of the last year's student to university. We want to see much higher than 78%. Is it possible to get 90% going to the universities? Are you promising me you can do that? Teacher, I hope one of the classes, the 4th form classes, can visit us in Senate, and I welcome you to visit. We can organize with the school, you come and see how we work at the Senate. After I did a lot of work at the UDA party as a Secretary General, I was given a chance to be nominated as one of the senators in the Republic of Kenya. So out of the 67 senators we have in Senate, I am one of them. And I want to encourage you to be the best version of yourself. Please just tell your neighbor as I wind down, be the best version of yourself. Work hard and don't stop. Work until you achieve. Character is everything, just like Professor Ayiro told us. Character is everything. It will transcend your certificates. So don't give up on your character. Don't compromise it. Be your best, and God will bring out the best. You have a unique gifting that only you in the whole world can fulfill that. You don't have to copy paste your neighbor. You have a unique gifting. And like in a jigsaw puzzle, it is only you who can fit within that assignment. So I want to wish you the best and to tell you that you have my hand of fellowship and my hand of friendship in mentorship. And when the principal wants us to come back here with other professionals, she will tell us and we will come back. To the alumni, let's keep supporting the school. To the parents, you are the best gem we can ever have for today. Without your support, these girls will not make it. Can we clap for our parents as I wind down? And now, as I encourage you to name your dream, to own your dream, and to work on your dream, and not to give up on your dream. I spoke to my friends and told them I was coming for a fundraiser here today. And one of the friends that I spoke to was the Deputy President, whom we are also working together with in government. And he sent me with 500,000 Kenya shillings. Are you happy with that? Do you want him to come and visit here? Do you want the president to visit Kahuya girls? Can I ask him that you've invited him? Okay, very well. So, and my contribution will be 300,000 Kenyan shillings. And for the girls, when I was a young girl and I was here, we used to have Uncle Ken Matiba, the memories of whom I still cherish and treasure as one of the great leaders who came from this constituency and from our region. And I remember one day he came and he bought us a cow for lunch. Can you imagine that? We were excited. We've never forgotten. When we came out of school on Abodidi, we followed Ken Matiba, Honorable Ken Matiba in Diani to visit him, to appreciate him as our big uncle. And because he's not here with us, and we are the leaders whom God has positioned here to serve, I want to give the principal 200,000 shillings for lunch for the girls. God bless you, and I love you. Thank you so much.
Makofi tafadhali, makofi. Madam Principal, pesa iko hapa, tafadhali give me the basket. Students, makofi tafadhali as we count the money. Yeah, now we're in business. Now we're in business.
Now our MCA, can you just give your name to this student? She has added us 10,000 shillings.
Senator, wazazi na wanafunzi kwa jumla, hamjamboni? Jensi hai. Kwa majina naitwa Mheshimiwa Susan, na mimi nilichoose kutembea na Vero kwa sababu niliangalia kitu moja Murang'a, nikaona Dindi kila saa Dindi amefanya, nikasema nitatafuta mwenye tutakuwa tunatembea na nani na yeye. Nikaangalia nikaona Veronica Senator na yeye na Dindi ni kama wanafanya nini, si utitembea na yeye. Mimi ni nominated MCA Kirinyaga County, na si mnajua governor ni miji. Governor nani kama nyinyi? Na Mheshimiwa Dindi Nyoro, asante sana, leo niko kwako na ninakupenda sana kwa kazi nzuri unafanya. Na wacha nimwambie kitu moja, Mheshimiwa Dindi Nyoro, si ati Murang'a peke yake ndio inakutemea, sisi kama wa Kenya.